Hi, this is Jack Godfrey, and this is Beginner Qigong. I produce several videos a week, which I put up on YouTube, plus I supply other material, and I send emails out periodically to people on my email list. If you'd like to be included on the email list, the email address is in the description down below. So, beginning Qigong, we're going to start today with a posture that's called Turtleback Breathing. But I like to think of it as well as the summer and winter movement because it involves a dragon's back and a turtle back. So first of all, we need to start with our feet. So you want to have the feet comfortably hip-width apart. So pick a foot, lift the toes, lift the heels. So I'm using this leg here, so the heels lift it, the toes lift it. Swing the heel around and bring it down by the ball joint of the other foot. And then lift the heel, lift the toes, pivot back on the ball joint again. Put the feet down so they're parallel. Have a look. That's the spacing you're looking for. Your hands should fit between your feet. And so you can do this, or you can just look down and say, yep, that looks right. So this is the foundation. Next, we want to softly bend the knees. Grab the hips with the thumbs to the back, push down, tuck the tailbone into the body, lift the ribs, pull the belly button in, and now bring the shoulder blades back towards each other. You lift the chin, you gaze to the horizon. You lift the top of the heads to the heavens. So this is us standing tall. And now we're going to move directly into turtleback breathing. So we start with the small triangle, shift forward onto the toes, shift back into the heels. And as you move the weight, small triangle, big toe, little toe, ball of the foot, large triangle, big toe, little toe, heel. You're shifting the weight, but the feet stay in full contact with the floor. So we come forward on the toes, but the heels are still on the ground. We come back into the heels, and the toes stay on the ground. So you inhale, we come forward, and exhale, we come on back. And now, the turtleback breathing, the next component we're going to practice is dragon's back, turtleback, because this is a big part of this movement. So you lift the ribs, you lift the tailbone, you have an arch in the back. You bring the elbows towards each other and move the hands out to the side. And we lift the chin and we look up. This is a dragon's back. And so it looks like this from the back, or from the side. And so we're here, lift the tailbone, lift the ribs, lift the chin, bring the elbows towards each other, move the hands out. And now, the turtle back. So for this, the dragon's back, we stretch the front. The turtle back, we stretch the back. And so we come around like this. So you tuck the tailbone in, you drop the ribs, you bring the shoulder blades forwards, and you drop the chin. We round the back and we look down. You're on the large triangle when you're doing this guy. Now let's look at it from the side. So the feet again are still parallel. So we tuck the tailbone in, we drop the ribs. Bring the shoulders towards each other, drop the chin. Big stretch in the back. Now with all that preparatory work, we're ready to get started with turtleback breathing. So we start here. So this is winter time. We're wrapping up. We're trying to stay warm because it's cold outside. And then on the inhale, it's sunny, it's summertime. It's oh so warm. And then exhale, we're here, stretching the back. And so with these movements, we breathe in for 4, we breathe out for 4. So long, slow, deep breaths, counting for 4 seconds each time. So we're here, and we start with an inhale. So inhale. And then exhale. Inhale, we come up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And now we're going to do it from the side so you can get a better view of the dragon's back and the turtleback. So we start here and we move into a dragon's back. And then exhale. We're here in a turtleback. So inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. All right, so that was turtleback breathing, something you can work with if you want to do some deep breathing practice to help to reduce stress in your body and get your mind focused on what's going on at the present moment. So now we're going to pull down the heavens 3 times and we're going to move into the Golden Chi Ball series. So turn to your right, gather the chi from the earth, look over your shoulder, reach up, stretch, reach for the heavens, and then exhale, looking over the opposite shoulder, bring the chi in to the brass basin. 2 more. Last one. All right, so Golden Chi Ball. We start with shaking the 9 gates. Your hands are wet. Shake the water off your hands. Get the shoulders, the elbows, and the wrists moving. And then we add in the hips, the knees, and the ankles. And we turn, give a nice twist to the back, to the spine, and we come back to the front. So we inhale here, and then we exhale as we twist back to the front, and exhale. So inhale here. So the 9 gates, places in the body where the flow of chi can get stuck because the joints are stiff, they're inflamed, and so the chi can't get through easily. And so what we're doing here is helping it move by getting the extremities, the joints moving up and down. So the elbows, the wrists, the shoulders, 1 set of 3. The hips, the knees, the ankles, 2nd set of 3. The lower back, the ribs, the neck, the last set of 3. And we come back to the front and have a look at your hands. There may be a bit of color in the hands, a bit of tingling going on, and this is what we're looking for. Now draw this chi in to the brass basin. And now we move on to standing on a boat. So we come onto the small triangle, a dragon's back. We lift the gaze as the arms drift up. And exhale, large triangle as we come down. So inhale, we look up. Exhale, we look down. So this is helping, you're using the calf muscles as you shift back and forth. This helps to get the lymph fluid up out of the legs and into the torso. Also helps the blood to move out of the legs as well, because the calf muscles help. They constrict around the various veins and help the blood flow back up. So inhale. Exhale. So 1 more of these. And exhale. And now we move on to Phoenix Ascends the Flame. So for this one, you lower down, you pull the belly button in. We have a dragon's back here as we come on down. We gather the chi from the earth. We lift the ribs, we lift the gaze. And then exhale. We draw the chi in to the brass basin. So inhale, a dragon's back, small triangle. Exhale, a turtleback, large triangle. Exhale. So inhale. Inhale again. And once more. All right, so that was Phoenix Ascends the Flame. The next one is a monkey leaps from a tree. So for this guy, we come into the small triangle. We have a dragon's back. We come up, we catch a parcel. You watch the parcel as we sink down. So you lower the hips, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. We come on up. And exhale, we're on the large triangle. Inhale, we're on the small triangle. Exhale, we have a dragon's back on the way down. Tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, stretching the spine with the turtleback on the way up. Exhale. And we'll do one more of these. And that was monkey leaps from a tree. And now it's snake rises from the grass. So we're still in our narrow stance, but you may find this works a little bit better if your feet are just a touch wider, because as part of this, we're putting our hands down the inside of the legs. And so if you need to adjust a little bit to be comfortable, well, that's fine. That's what you do. So we start here. We gather chi from the heavens. We bring it around to the kidneys. We come into a dragon's back. And then keeping that dragon's back, you bring the hands along the inside of the legs. We come down, now tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, stretching the spine. We come back up. And exhale. So inhale. Now we'll just have a look from the side here. So you inhale, gather the chi, bring it around to the kidneys. A dragon's back, keeping the dragon's back. Now turtleback. And that dragon's back. So we'll do two more of these. Last one. All right, so that was snake rises out of the grass. Next is embracing the sun and the moon. So for this, we want to be in our wider stance. So stacking the bones, or even horse stance. So stacking the bones, shoulder Yep, shoulder, ribs, hip, ankle, all in a pile with this knee bent. We come over here, shoulder, ribs, hip, knee bent, ankle. So we have a stack of bones here, and we have a stack of bones over here. One of the important things about when we go from side to side, you want to have the hips turn and the torso turn. So here's how we can get there. You put your fingertips in the belly button, pop the hands out so the fingers are pointing directly away from the body. Push with this heel, let the hips turn, let the torso turn. We're here, you look down, there's the foot. Push with the toes, let the hips turn, let the torso turn. Weight's in the heel. And you see the foot between the hands. Push with the toes, sink into the heel. And then we push with the toes and we sink into the heel. Now let's let the hands relax. Push with the toes. We come over here. Now you turn the shoulders a little bit and you hold the ball here to the side. Push with the toes. The ball comes down to the center. The hips turn, the torso turns, the weight's in the heel. Push with the toes. And we come up on the other side. So this is embracing the sun and the moon. So we come up here, we gather some chi from the sun, and we bring it into the brass basin. We gather some chi from the moon, and we bring that in as well. So inhaling, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So we gather some hot golden chi from the sun, drop it in the brass basin. Some cool white chi from the moon, and it's in the brass basin as well. So inhale, you watch the ball as it goes from place to place. Exhale. So we'll do one more cycle. Well, one more cycle, but as happens lots of times, I forget to stop. So we'll stop here. And now we bring the feet back together. And we're working now on clearing the 7 energy centers. The 7 energy centers are the root, the navel, the stomach, the heart, the throat, the forehead, and the crown. And so we're going to start by stirring up chi in the brass basin. So we bring it up the back and down the front. So we do this, well, 3 times. And we hold the chi at the surface. Exhale, we push it down to the root. Inhale, we come up. We come through at the navel. Exhale, we push down to the root, the Hoi-yin. Inhale, we come up, come through, and exhale, we're down. Now we come up to the stomach, so you come up the back, come through just below the ribs, and then exhale, we push down. So you inhale, you're on the small triangle. Exhale, the large triangle. Now we move up to the heart. Inhale, you lift the gaze, so a bit of a dragon's back. Exhale, you lower the gaze, a mild turtleback. And now we move up to the throat. One more here. And now we move up to the forehead, the third eye, the invisible eye. Inhale, up the back. Exhale, down the front. Once more. And now we move up to the crown, the Baha'i, the top of the head. And exhale, we come down. Once more here. And now we come down one at a time, starting with the crown. So you draw the chi up the back. Exhale, down the front. And now the forehead. The throat. The heart. The stomach. The navel. And once more for the root. And that's clearing the 7 energy centers. So before we move on, we're going to pull down the heavens 3 times. So inhale, we turn to the right. Reach up to the heavens. Big stretch in the body. And then exhale, we come on down. 2 more. All right, so the next one is gather the clouds to make a jade pillow. So point out where the jade pillow is. It's on the back of the head. So you come down here and there's this little bump right here. So you go across and it sort of dips down. That's the jade pillow. And so what we're doing is we're gathering the chi from the heavens and we're bringing it around and putting it on the jade pillow. So it's inhale, small triangle, lift the ribs. So it's the big dragon's back here. Bring the hands to the back of the head. We look up. Open the elbows wide. Tuck chin, tuck tailbone, stretching the spine. Inhale, we come up. Once again, opening wide. And then exhale, we draw the chi down in to the brass basin. So inhale, gather the chi from the heavens to the jade pillow. Tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, big dragon, a turtleback here. Then inhale, we come up, a dragon's back. And then massage the sides of the face, straighten the old man's long beard. And we come down here. So looking at it from the side, gather the chi from the heavens. Exhale. And we'll do 2 more of these. So it's inhale, gather the chi. Exhale, tuck chin, tuck tailbone. All right, so that was gather the clouds to make a jade pillow. And next is return to fetal position. So for this, we use a robin's egg fist. So you have an open hand and you bring the fingertips and the thumb together. So it looks somewhat like this. So the hand is here, you bring the thumb in, you bring the fingertips together, and there's a hole here. So you can see through it. Well, you can see me looking at the camera here. And that's what we're looking for, is an open hand like that. And so now we use that robin's egg fist on both hands, gather some chi from the heavens, bring it around to the kidneys, lift the ribs, lift the chin, we fold forward, lowering the hips, elbows to wrists, elbows to knees, head to wrists. And then we come back up and we drop the chi in to the brass basin. So it looks like this from the side. Gather the chi, bring it around, Fold forward. Come back up. And exhale. So we'll do a few more of these. So it's inhale, gather the chi. Exhale, we lower down. Inhale, we come up. Exhale. Inhaling. Once more. All right, and that was return to fetal position. Now the next one and the last one in the series is leading the golden chi ball. And so we take it around the small circuit. And the small circuit starts from the root, the tailbone, known as the Huiyin. It comes up the back. So it comes up the back, up the governing vessel, over the top of the head, and down to the upper lip. And this is where the governing vessel ends. The conception vessel starts on the lower lip and goes down to the Huiyin as well. So that's the small circuit. Governing vessel up the back, over the crown, over the Baha'i point, and down to the lip. And then the lower lip, the conception vessel starts and it meets, they meet at the Huiyin, at the tailbone. And so we start here, once again, stirring up the chi in the brass basin. We draw some of that chi out, we hold it here at the surface. Exhale, we push down. Inhale, a dragon's back, small triangle. Exhale, turtleback, large triangle. So inhale, up the governing vessel. Exhale, down the conception vessel. So inhaling, lift the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Exhale, drop the tongue to the jaw. So inhale. So last one of these. So it's inhale, we're on the small triangle. Exhale, we're on the large triangle. And that's the end of the Golden Chi Ball series. So we'll pull down the heavens to close this part up. So gather the chi from the earth. Look over the shoulder. Stretch up to the heavens, lengthening the body. And then exhale, draw the chi down, in to the brass basin. All right. And now we're going to briefly do the healing sound for spring, which involves the liver and the sound shh, as if somebody was telling you to be quiet. And so you put your hand on your liver. The liver is over here on the right. So just to remove any confusion, it's here. And so there's some people like to mirror and some people like to copy. It's your liver, it's on your right side. So put your hand, your left hand, on your liver. Hold this hand out about shoulder height, palm up. Gather some chi, some green chi in the palm of your hand. You're looking at the hand. Inhale here. And on the exhale, inhale again. And a third time. So we do the healing sounds 3 times typically. The first is for the Jing aspect of the body, the physical body, the movement that we've been doing. The second time is for the Qi, the energetic part of the body. So that's the breath, the blood, the energy, the spark in the body that keeps all the stuff moving. And the third time for the Shen, or the spiritual part, the intellectual part, the mind. It's what you're thinking. So you want to engage all 3. So we'll do it one more time with those thoughts in mind. So it's inhale for the Jing. Now for the Qi. And once more for the Shen. And let the arms come down. And now we're going to do our wrap-up. We're going to do the 5 directions. And we do it to a count of 4 as well. So the first direction is forward. And the hands rise up as we're on the small triangle. Second direction is back towards the hips, large triangle. Then inhale, we come off to the side and we come down to the hip. We come off to the other side and down to the hip. And then both hands come up and down to the center. So you want to stand a little wider here because we are reaching out to the side. So this makes us more stable. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And the other side. And now inhale. And we come down 4 seconds to the throat. 4 seconds to the root. Inhale, small triangle, watch the hands come up. Exhale, large triangle, watch the hands come down. Inhale, watch the hand come up. Exhale, down to the hips. Inhale, we watch the hand rise up. Exhale, down to the hips. Inhale. We'll do one more cycle. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Both hands. And we come back to the narrow stance. And that's it for today. So thank you very much for coming. Remember, if you'd like to get some emails about future material coming out, see the email address in the description below.